Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Shikar. The crowd goes wild. We're very late. I'm sorry. I know I said 7. Of course.
It's Vicken's fault.
Huh?
Me and Vicken are running late. Vicken and I, we
No, we should blame it on
stuff.
Gomez because he's so cute. No one will get mad at us.
Oh, okay. Well, I think Vicken and I are cute.
No,
that's true. That's true.
All three of us?
Yeah.
All three of us.
I think we're good.
Yeah. So Vicken and Balvin's nephew, Gomez, while I was painting miniatures, decided that he was going to climb up onto the bookcase and then jump onto the back of a dining chair onto the dining table and knock over some of my Nuln oil. And this cleanup required, a little bit of time. And yeah. So
But she's been ready. Vicken and I argued for like 35 minutes about who's hotter. And it kind of delayed the show. So it
took a long time.
It's really our fault, to be honest.
We're never on camera together, like, ever.
Yeah,
so like, the one time we have to just start arguing.
I got a little intimidated, I'm not going to lie. I'm like, oh, God, another bearded man.
I saw him and I got intimidated. I don't know.
So it's don't blame her. It's us.
It's our fault.
We took too long.
It's not her, it's us.
Yeah, men, as we do.
Why are men?
I mean, Gomez is a little man.
Yep, why are men?
He's going to learn from two terrible figures.
He already is a big fan of Vicken, which is hilarious. He loves Vicken. Yeah, when
he was like staring at me while I was driving the whole time.
When Vicken was driving, he was staring at him and then being meow, trying to get out of his carrier. He wouldn't ask me, even though I was right next to him. He would ask Vicken. He would look up at him and go,
Help! Uncle, help!
Yeah, basically, let me out. Let me out. We didn't let him out though, because
it's dangerous.
It's dangerous. You can't have a kitten loose in the car. But yes, hello, welcome. This is going to be an emotional Shikar. I can tell going into it. We are tying up some rough, loose ends. For our warrior Ajax. And this is kind of the end of our first, I don't know, quote unquote season in some ways.
Yes.
We're going to be going dark until January. And when we come back, we're going to have a new cast member and we're going to have new overlays, new art, and a new intro theme. And it's emotional. Our first story arc's coming to an end. We started this back in June, and seeing how we started with no sponsors and now we're potentially working on our second one, and seeing how things are going. It's just been so emotional. 30 episodes under our belts.
Wow. And I'm the season finale. Oh God, I'm terrified.
And level 5.
Oh God. Oh, that's exciting. That's
level 5.
Exciting.
You started at level 1. I know people like to skip those early levels, but I didn't. And now we're in this wonderful timeline where you've grown from level 1 to 5. And it's so cool to kind of end this journey with Vicken here, because Vicken was in the first game that I was ever in that was streamed on Twitch. And that's where some of these characters came from, just to give the audience some context. Belinda was the first character I ever played on Twitch. I'd played D&D off Twitch, but it was the first character I played on Twitch, and Melesh was Vicken's paladin from that game. And we, I ended up playing Bindi later when Belinda was out of the picture, and we've built up this squad. So when Balvin was making his first character, it's like I was kind of retconning our friendship and kind of writing him into a game he was never in, because I was joking about how that game would have been better if he was in it. Because a lot of those people that we played with ended up hurting us and kind of not doing right by us, and it was a negative experience. But I got some lifelong friends out of it, like Base, like Vicken, and even Fip. And I thought about, oh my gosh, if only you had been there, Balvin, for that first game.
It's my personal canon, to be honest.
That is the one thing I forgot, is I forgot alerts. Give me just a minute.
My personal canon is that Balvin was there the whole time.
Yeah.
I fucking remembered everything except alerts.
Yo, thanks for that tier 3 for 25 months.
No. No, thank you. Actually, yes, 25 months of tier 3 is a lot. I'm not mad at you, chat. I'm mad at me for forgetting. Buy me time. Go, Balvin.
I should probably introduce myself. I'm Balvin. I make content all across the internet, and I'm playing Ajax, a half-orc samurai fighter. Also, dad for a while, figuring out how to do that. And now today, I'm going back to my roots with an old friend, and we're going to try to get revenge on the person that killed my best friend. And she's now stuck in my sword. And the only way to potentially get rid of her and free her is by taking this person's life. So hopefully we can accomplish this. I'll be accompanied by my brother Melesh, aka Vicken. My right hand man, my software engineer, my my lifeline.
My lifeline.
Co-owner of the TSRP GTRP server, found exclusively on this here website. Yeah.
And I'll be playing Melesh, a tiefling paladin that listens to Bindy's crazy schemes to get him into troubles just so she can make a profit. But it's fine because I'm just as crazy and just as money hungry. I run a brothel. More about that later, maybe. But yeah, I'm just playing Melesh, Ajax's friend, Ajax's longtime friend, and we're excited.
Yeah, to give you some more information about Vicken, since he's being so modest, Vicken actually engineered the entire platform that our game rests on. So he's been one of our he's basically our technical producer. He's been one of the major kind of forces behind getting this show off the ground. If you're wondering why our show looks so much better than everyone else's, why all the cameras look so clear and why they're all 1080p, 60 frames per second, that is because of Vicken's engineering. So if we could get a huzzah in the chat for that, it's why, Vicken makes sure our show sounds and looks as good as it does, because I'm very proud to say we probably have the best looking indie production that's streamed. I have not seen a D&D show where every single camera looks this good, and that is all because of Vicken. So thank you, Vicken. Look, we made him shy. Thank you, Vicken, for giving us engineering this platform for us to all look and sound so crisp. Because let me tell you, after 30 episodes, if we were on grainy Zoom cams, I think most people would have quit,
I hate Zoom.
So yes. And also thank you to Roll20 for coming on this journey with us. It has been such a blessing to have you by our sides, and we hope to continue supporting your free virtual tabletop in the future as well. So if you decide after watching our game to go and begin your own game on Roll20, it is free. Let them know. Tweet them and tag them and let them know that where, why. And I just participated in Roll20Con, and for those of you watching on YouTube, I'm sure you noticed that the Gabe episode went up a little late because I was in LA shooting a super secret project. You'll forgive me when you see what it is this Friday. It was kind of a once in a lifetime opportunity. And I also got to host Simulation Mode. For those of you that didn't catch it, you can catch it on Amazon's Crown channel. And it's where I got to do a lifetime dream, because I've always loved commentary and shoutcasting. And I got to shoutcast 3 rounds of medieval combat. It was really a once in a lifetime experience, and
That shit was a blast.
it was a blast. I'm really excited for our relaunch in January. We wanted to give people a chance to catch up with all the episodes and get excited about the game again. And so we've got big things planned for January and big things planned for PAX Unplugged. I know you'll be able to see me and Gabe at PAX Unplugged. So make sure you come by. I will be in the Acquisitions Incorporated game that's happening there. So you can maybe even see me on the main stage. Yeah, I think that's it. Should we get into it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Ready?
I'm ready.
I'm missing some minis.
I'm ready. I'm excited. Oh,
Buy me more time.
Oh,
Be right back. Buy me more time.
okay. So, how does it feel to be back here, Vicken, on the grand stage?
to be honest, it feels great. I'm really excited to play Dungeons and Dragons again on the main stage with that bronze girl and you as Ajax. It was great playing with you guys like 5 years ago when we first started, because that's my personal headcanon. You were there the whole time.
Right.
It was a blast.
Right.
We used Roll20 back then too. Shout out to Roll20. Always
Roll20.
had our back
Holding it
even
down.
back then. Holding it down.
5 years.
5 years. Gotta love it. That was great. I'm doing good. What about you? How do you feel? Are you excited to play Dungeons and Dragons again after a month off? Because there's been some one shots between your time, the last time you played, and now.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, bro. I'm a little nervous. I'm excited. I missed it, but I'm nervous. I gotta knock the rust off. You know, I haven't done this in a while. Also, like, I don't know what's about to happen today because we're gonna go. Yeah,
it's gonna be a blast.
It's gonna be a blast, but I'm scared too. You know that I in my tweet I said there might be some tears and blood. You know, and I don't know, man. I'm really excited to see Melesh help in combat, because I think that's going to be fun, being able to fight alongside Melesh again as we did 5 years ago.
Yeah, of course.
And yeah, I'm really interested to see how this ends. Where does Ajax end up after this? You know, that's what I'm looking forward to. Oh God, yeah. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. I mean, I'm not nervous in, like, you know, the role playing aspect. I'm sure once we get into that, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
but
like story development, nervous.
Story, right? yeah. I'm a little, you know,
because this is like a pivotal point in your backstory.
It is. Yeah. This is the first like major moment in a D&D character for me. Like this is 8 months of time put into this, you know. So welcome back.
Thank you.
Well, I'm excited.
Okay. So with that, we get into it. Oh, let me check audio levels real quick. Can I get a sound check from you, Balvin?
Hello.
You sound perfect. Vicken?
Hello.
You sound great. Okay. With that, chat, I think we're ready to go. You awaken, Ajax, in a more luxurious place than you are used to. There are beautiful patterned tiles on the walls around you, and you don't even quite remember how you got to bed, because the dinner, the meal you were served the night before was so heavy, you slipped into the type of coma that modern day people would associate with Thanksgiving. You remember pheasant, duck, boar, all kinds of meats seared to perfection, served on platters. And you remember Bindi holding a turkey leg in one hand and brandishing a goblet towards you with the others in a cheering motion. And you drank so much and so heavily that you slipped into a lull, you're pretty sure, right there at the dinner table. One of the many servants of Abode Copperpinch must have brought you to your bed. And it is upon these silken sheets that you wake up. You do see that the side profile of Bindi's face. Her soft but still smirking goblin features have been embroidered onto the sheets with a swirling pattern next to it in gold thread. And the sound that awakens you, make a constitution save to tell me whether or not you have a hangover.
Oh boy. Oh boy. All right. Constitution's. Oh my god. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Thank God. Let's do that again. Better. 13.
Yeah, you have a slight thrumming in your forehead, but it's nothing too debilitating.
Okay. Oh, I could stay here forever. No one would know that I was gone. This is.
Hello?
Yes.
Yes, get up.
Okay. Okay. Am I wearing clothes? Am I wearing the same clothes as before?
Yes.
Am I wearing?
Your boots have
Okay.
been removed, though.
Okay. Is there a robe in this room that I can take?
Yes. You also hear
would
harp
take-
music coming upstairs from a live band playing below.
Of course. I will take the robe that is in the room, put it on, and open the door.
You see Bindi standing before you, her hair pulled into two buns with like this kind of undercut with a diamond that's been cut into the back of her head. She squiggles up her face and stares at you. You notice she is also in a smoking jacket.
Yes?
We have to work today, and you slept in.
You know how much food I had last night?
That wasn't that much. I eat that much every night.
I'm lucky to have a cooked meal these days, so I'm sorry. Forgive me.
Gosh, you're living rough, aren't ya?
It's not even that. It's just sometimes we're not expert chefs in my group, and when one of us leaves, and we have to try to cook, things don't go well. You know, I was never an expert in the kitchen, and then we have a kid and another kid. They can't cook, so yeah, it's been a rough patch for me. But I had a really crazy dream, not last night, but a few days ago, where we'll call it a dream for the conversation's sake, where I was roughly a foot taller. I talked like this, and I wore a robe. And when I saw this robe, it called back to me. And I wanted to put it on and see how I felt. And to be honest, I hate it. And I take the robe off and throw it on the bed.
Are you okay?
No, I'm nervous.
I
No,
can tell. Don't worry. I called him.
You call it who?
Well, when we were drunk, we were like, if we're going to do this right, we got to get Melesh on board.
Oh.
So I said to Messenger, and he just got here. Don't say anything, but he looks like shit.
When did he not?
Like, no, like while I was talking to him, the skin on his hand just fell off.
Oh.
And my servants just picked it up and handed it back to him, and he acted like that was normal.
Oh.
He looks rough. Not as tough as usual, but we gotta make do with what we've got. He's the only paladin we know, so.
Do you know anything about how we could help him with his issue?
Well, I mean, there's some things we've been trying, you know, but I'm an alchemist.
You don't know someone, maybe?
I might.
Well, I made him a promise, and I don't want to lose him. And I don't know how bad this thing might get, so after this, I think we should do that
Well,
next.
you know, Melesh is one of those where he views everything as a test. You know, he's like, oh, I've been cursed, and then I was brought back, and then I took this pact, and then I did this other thing, and I gotta do this myself, and maybe my skin is turning into jerky because I gotta ask my god. You know, paladins are so weird. They're all like, "Ooh, help me," you know. It's like,
Yeah.
you know, like I told him I'd take him to the doctor. I've been making him this weird concoction. It turns his pee into foam, but it does keep some of the effects of it at bay. But he's downstairs now.
Well, that exact thing you just explained is why we need to step in and help him before he gets himself killed. But let's go meet him.
All right. They both walk downstairs, down the lavish spiral staircase leading to the foyer of Casa de Copperpinch, the villa that Bindi lives at. In the lobby, seated upon a velvet tufted chair, you do see Melesh. He's still cloaked. Describe Melesh for us, Vicken.
So he's an average to taller height tiefling, red skin, besides the whole part that is starting to mummify. He has a really beautiful kind of gold lined shield that has an emblem in the middle that is a sacred emblem of his deity that he worships, and he also has his sword with him. He's wearing some normal chainmail, and he's just sitting there right now, speaking to one of the servants, asking them to go get something for him, while he has one of the silks that has Bindi's face on it, and he's starting to wrap it around his hand to kind of like tape his skin back to his arm. And he's just like, "Yeah, Bobby, just go get me another turkey leg, all right? I'll be fine."
Melesh, not the good silks. I told you.
You're rich. Who cares?
Melesh!
I have to get those custom embroidered. God damn it.
Yeah, but I have your face on my arm now. It's cool.
You're so sentimental. Why don't the two of you just make out and get it over with?
What? I haven't seen him in so long. Last time I saw him, he beat me at chess. Or what were we playing? I forgot. I was drinking that day. It's been a long time.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't want to think about that night ever again. But I believe it was blackjack
nights.
or dominoes. It was dominoes.
Oh,
dominoes. It
dominoes.
was dominoes.
Yeah, I even tried.
I think you let me win, honestly. But
I tried not letting you win, to be honest.
Didn't you tell me you helped him get on that weird whore boat?
The whore. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got him on there.
The gambling rig. Aren't you like a gold card member there?
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, you got money to buy your own silks. She kind of starts tugging at the bandage.
Do you want? No,
Hey,
leave it alone.
hey,
You have a gold shield.
His arm is falling off. Come on.
Well, it's his own fault it's falling off. Did he tell you?
Did he improvise? I have to improvise.
Your God does not make you improvise.
This is a test.
This is not a test. You have a disease.
How do you know?
Not everything bad that happens is a test.
Hey. We have a thing to do.
Not everything bad that happens is a test.
That's why I'm bandaging my arm.
We have a... Can we talk about the thing?
Sure, should we go to the war room?
Yeah, we got to go to the war room.
Okay.
He didn't even know he had a war room.
Bobby, bring the turkey leg to the war room.
Yes, of course, Master Melesh. Would you like your customary mug of gravy to go with your turkey leg?
Of course, come on. I love you, Bobby.
Right away, sir.
Can I have something?
His
for a
name
headache,
is
please?
Brandon. It's not even Bobby. What?
Bobby.
Yes, sir.
Can I have something for like a headache, like a mild? don't know.
I can bring you one of Mistress Copperpinch's tinctures.
Never mind. I'm okay.
What? My
Well,
stuff is great.
It is. But the last time I took something from you, I nearly threw up my guts out. So,
I warned you about that. I definitely warned you about it.
do you have a tincture just for headaches?
I got something close enough. Listen, dude, time is money, friend. If you could figure out a way to get rid of your headache and, you know, be on dragon's breath, then you got to do both.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the war room?
Ah, he doesn't know where the war room is.
How do you get lost here?
He doesn't know.
how big
It's so
this place is?
easy.
He doesn't know.
It's past the fourth bathroom on the right. Come
Yeah, the fourth bathroom, the powder room. Idiot.
on.
They start walking toward down the hall past the fourth powder room.
Yeah.
There's a door on the left that looks like a coat closet, but when you press the back of it, you realize it's a false back and it leads into a war room. This war room is designed the way a wine cellar would be. There are actually kegs lined up against the wall. It's cool and dark and lit with torches along the walls. And in the center is a large, almost like hexagon sort of shaped table with chairs at every end. There is a large map already laid out in the center, little figures, and the sticks you can use to move them around.
Mm-hmm.
I do all my best thinking in the war room.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. This is a real war room.
Well, yeah, what do you think me and Melesh do?
Yeah.
I know what you do. I've never
Do
been in a war
you?
room before.
What do we do? Maybe he
mean,
does a double Melesh side pull.
You do a lot of things.
300 gold. Side pull? I bet he does a double.
300.
300 what?
All right. What do we
Okay.
do, Ajax?
I don't heist. I don't know heist. You kill people. I don't. That's the last thing I remember.
Pay up, Melesh.
What the?
Fuck. I thought he would have it this time. All right,
No,
I'm
he
gonna-
doesn't.
I hand her 300 gold. You gotta get better at this, man.
What? Help me then. What do y'all do?
We made a fake family and created a fake power struggle in the city, and then we've been fueling weapons and drugs on both sides of it.
Yeah, it's that simple.
Yeah, it's so easy. And then we launder all the gold through Melesh's establishment.
Yep.
And how long has this been a thing?
I mean, it took us a while to get it set up. How long did it take us, Melesh? It was a while.
Like at least a few years.
Yeah, we had to establish a cover story, establish ourselves. You know, at first we were kind of running off of favors at goodwill. You know, the first muscle we hired, we couldn't even have the money to pay them, really. You know, so some of them were workers from Melesh's, spot and from the brothel, and we started getting our name out there that we were a rising force in the city, and then started talking more and more about Clan Copperpinch and started doing all this stuff. And then we basically elbowed our way in through the drug trade using some of my alchemical creations. And then what we did is we started tainting the drug supply to make it look like one of the families was wronging one of the other families by giving them bad dope, and that they could only buy from us. And then, from there it just kind of grew. And then we got out of the drug business because that was just a way to get in. And now we're one of the families in the city.
Yep. It's that simple.
Yeah, we're the reason the Florindels are at the throats of the what's their faces or whatever. Yeah, we're in here, man. We're powerful now.
Wait, the Florindales?
Yeah, they used to kind of run this town, but word on the street is that their patriarch isn't going to be around forever. There's no one to step up, and that's created a power struggle. Let me tell you, power struggles are great for Rio Melesh because we just sell things to both sides, you know? Good for us.
Yep.
Business is booming. Richer
Easy
every day.
money.
Easy
Yep.
money.
I won't even remember that 300 gold, to be honest.
I mean, you're going to make, that same amount in a couple days here. Light work.
What the hell am I doing? I walked away from this.
Well, this was always the end game. Me and Melesh always had this plan. It was why Belinda wanted to buy the brothel to begin with. It was, you know, it's just we had to kind of lie, cheat, steal, cut throats to get there, you know. But
Yeah. Little bumps on the road.
yeah,
But we got there.
eventually we wanted to be the people that we were working for. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately, crew kind of fell apart before we could get there, but, you know,
Keeping the dream alive.
we're keeping the dream alive. We're still doing business, me and Melesh, here and there, you know. We're still doing
Yeah.
stuff.
Huh. Well, good for y'all.
Why you want back
Glad it all-
in?
I don't know what I want anymore, honestly. I keep getting pulled from one side to the other, and I don't. Ask me after we're done with this. I'll have an answer for you then.
We got to do this right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So where is he?
He's at this obelisk between this town and the one to the south.
And what do we know about where he's at?
I think he's using it to scout something nearby, maybe a planned hit or something, you know, his usual antics that he's up to. Or maybe there's something buried there, but the scouts I sent out said he's been sending people up to climb it to get advantage of the area. There is a marble quarry nearby, so we think maybe he's trying to hit the marble quarry because their gold collection is only once a week. So,
Hmm. Okay. So, what do you think we should do?
well, that's why we're here. And then there's the problem of Ajax.
Oh, you mean, yeah. Melesh, did I ever tell you that Belinda's soul was trapped in my sword?
No, I feel like you would. I feel like I would have remembered that.
Maybe I told you, and you didn't believe me.
Can I see the sword?
Sure. And get Belinda out, and I show it to him.
And I want to hold it by the handle
But
and just try to like divine sense or just sense anything.
Yeah, give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
Wow, he doesn't have real dice.
he's just like me.
Yeah. I rolled a 18.
You do feel something coming off the sword in waves. You feel a presence.
Yeah, maybe I didn't believe you, but now I kind of do. If at least something's in there.
Honestly, for the longest time, I didn't believe it either, because no one else can hear her talk to me, but I can talk to her. I can even sometimes see her brows looking at me, as she, you know. There was one time I woke up and I saw what looked to be like an outline of her standing over me whenever I was sleeping. And we talked and she disappeared. But for the longest time, I just thought I was coping. But after my journeys that's led me here, I've got somewhat of a confirmation that there is something, if not someone there. And I don't know if it's her or not, but I don't know who else it could be.
As he's saying this, Melesha's probably going to be staring deeply or kind of hopefully at the sword, hoping to see something for himself.
Give me a religion check.
A 3.
Yeah, even with the 3, you feel that this blade is cursed. Like holding it in your hands makes you uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Almost like there's something about it that makes you want to put it down or even like throw it. It feels profane.
I won't say anything. I'll just hand it back to him.
So, one thing that comes with this is not only can I talk to her and, know that she's there. If we get into a fight with somebody and I get hurt bad enough, she kind of takes over. I can't control myself. If I'm close enough to whoever touched me, they have to die. This has been something I've been dealing with for a long time, and people I loved have got hurt because of this. And I'm telling you this now in case when things do happen, either stay away from me or get me away from whoever hit me. Don't hit me also, please.
Okay. Has it happened before, and have you been able to stop it? Or when it happened before, have you ever been able to stop it?
Sometimes I'm able to overcome her, but sometimes I'm not. And there have been more times that I haven't been able to than I have. So at this point, I just accept it. But hopefully after this is all over with, that won't be a problem anymore. Because if we do this, and we do this right, according to her, and according to some other presents that I've talked to about this, if he dies, she's free.
So then we kill him. And then she's
Yes.
gone forever.
Oh, my camera just flashed. Hold on. Forever? I mean...
Or we use this.
And she takes out from her a drawer underneath this hexagon-shaped desk a Fabergé egg. The egg itself looks to almost be imprinted with the design of dragon scale and has a gold-gilded cage around it. The stand it sits upon is like that of a clawed eagle's foot. It sits precariously, but also solidly on these 3 different talons that extend underneath this very strange crimson egg.
What is this?
That is a great value phylactery.
I look at Melesh.
It can house a soul.
Oh. How?
Well, that's what
What
I'm
does the
saying
soul
by
do?
great value. Like it can capture it.
But wouldn't she still be trapped?
Well, until we can put her in something flesh shaped.
You want to bring her back?
I mean, we could.
If we put her in that, would we be able to talk to her?
Yeah. I mean, there was a voice coming out of it when I grabbed it, and then I opened it and let him out, and he was like, "Thanks," and I said, "Okay," and he said, "Next time you need something, let me know," and I said, "Okay."
How would you
there were-
let him know?
I don't know. I
Notice.
didn't think that far ahead. I was just happy it was vacant so I could put something else in there.
When did this happen?
Right after. I stole it from the prison.
Oh.
Yeah.
So a wandering soul just like left out of that thing? And
Well,
just-
I told you it was a phylactery, and he said I could keep it and do what I wanted with it because it was vacant now, and that he'd been waiting for a while or whatever, and I don't know.
Okay, so if we put
He's
her
a
in
nice
there,
guy.
I believe you.
His name was Keith.
Huh? Huh?
And he was like, I'm Keith, I'm a lich. And I was like, oh, cool. And he's like, you know, you can have this. I'm done. Thank you. And I was like, sweet. Bye. And he said, bye. And he left.
Okay.
Another Tuesday, I guess.
He was a nice guy. What, you just hate all liches?
I don't hate anybody. It seems very
He let us
convenient,
keep
I
his
guess.
technology. I don't know how to make one of these.
It just seems. Doesn't it seem convenient? It just seems convenient that this is just here. I don't know. But
Well,
again,
it wasn't. I had to spring it out of
Yeah, if you
prison.
got it from a
was
job,
locked
yeah.
in a prison, dude.
I
Yeah.
know. But did you go to get that?
Yeah.
You went there to get that.
You went there to get Melesh. I went there to get this. Melesh, you understand, right?
Yeah.
See?
I didn't know you went there to get that.
Oh, yeah, I just fooled you. Melesh got caught on purpose to lure you to the prison so that I could get the egg. Because
I
we
always knew you
knew.
were coming.
Yeah, you knew.
I could always depend on my little bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was just a setup. So Melesh got caught on purpose
Mm-hmm.
so that you'd go to the
Okay.
prison and then I could go
Right.
to the sacred
Right.
vault in the back and crack it, which I
Right.
did, and then grab
Right.
this egg that was sealed in it.
Right. Okay.
It was under
Sorry,
the
the
evil
re-
entity section or something. And I just grabbed it, and here we are.
There we
Okay. The reason why I was saying it seemed convenient is because we went to save. I thought we were all there to save Melesh. And then,
Melesh was part of my plan, you know.
Well,
He
now
gets
I
it.
know.
He
Well, I'm aware of
understands.
that now. But
Yeah.
could you two understand how it can seem a little off that a random guy named a lich named Keith just gave you this for no reason? That's what I thought. Now I'm up to speed.
I mean, he didn't really give her that for no reason. She set him
No.
free.
Exactly.
No.
See, Melesh
I'm
gets
saying-
it. Yeah. What part of this are you not getting?
I get it now. I'm saying before I did
Mhm.
not get it.
Okay.
But now I'm with you. I
Okay.
get it. It all
on the
makes
same
sense. I'm on the same page.
Well, you just not like people named Keith? I know it's a bad name, but it's not his fault. He was named that.
So, if we put, what's the process? How do we extract her out of this?
Well, I think we have to like set her free, and then before her soul gets carried wherever souls go, I'm just gonna whoop pop it in this egg.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Just like that.
I kill him,
Mm-hmm.
and then we're going to assume that her soul just is going to visibly come out of the sword, and then you capture it.
Or maybe it'll be a different sense. Maybe it'll like olfactorily come out of the sword. Maybe she'll just come out like a fart, and we'll smell it. I don't know.
I'm asking.
What does the
I'm
soul
not-
look like, Melesh? You're a paladin.
You saw one when you opened that egg. What
Oh,
did it look
that's
like?
true. No, he looked like he was made out of mist.
Yeah. So maybe we'll see a Miss Belinda there, and then we'll be like, "Hey, Belinda, get in here." And she'll
Yeah.
just, like, all right, cool. I'll come hang out with you guys, and she'll hop in.
And she'll hop in,
Mm-hmm.
and then we'll
Well,
have her, and then we'll figure out how to put her in a body, and we're
Mhm.
done.
Yeah.
Well, right now,
What?
y'all can't
What?
hear her, but I can talk to her.
Okay.
Oh,
So
you're
I
gonna have
could
a
ask.
private. You're gonna have a private sidebar. You're gonna have private conversation.
I can relay it to y'all. We're all here.
You know what? I'll have my own private sidebar. Where's that turkey leg?
Oh, I've been standing by, sir.
Oh, thank you so much.
Here's your
it's not
mug
about-
of gravy.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Go have your sidebar. I'm having mine. Shit.
No, it's not. It's not about having a sidebar. It's potentially saving us the trouble of trying to do that when it might not work, or she might not want that.
I mean, well, if she's an egg, we could ask her.
Yeah. She's in the
I
egg.
know,
we
but
could
I could ask.
ask.
But I could ask her right now if she even wants that, and we could just not get to that step to begin with.
Well,
Well, we
it's
still need-
awkward
yeah.
for us because we can't hear her.
We're gonna be there anyway.
Yeah, it makes us feel left out a little bit.
Guys,
Okay, you talk to her. Just translate. Tell us what she's saying.
you know, before I came here, I got transported to a different dimension to go save 2 of my friends.
Oh, look at
And
you. You have
whenever I was
friends.
Whenever I was over
Oh.
there, I saw skull and bones get turned back into human flesh, and a person was revived. And I still have not had time to process that. That makes no sense to me. But I talked to this individual, and he said after he died, he went and met his ancestors at a great hall of people, and he didn't fear it. He wasn't scared. It was just what it was. And I told Belinda about it. And when her and I talked, she said that she was scared, but I think that she's ready to go. So we can do the egg. That is an option. Or I could just ask her again right now.
Well, okay. That just kind of feels awkward for the rest of us because we're not a part of it, but it's cool.
Anything she says about you two, I promise I will say it back.
At the end of the day, it's her decision. I want the best for her.
Also, there's no guarantee she'll even talk to me. All right. Get this one out. Get Belinda out and hold her by the blade and look at the hilt. And hey, you awake?
Hey. Yes, I am.
I turn the sword to, I turn the hilt facing towards Bindi and then Melesh. We got some company here.
I wave my turkey leg.
They look happy.
Yeah, apparently, if you can see where we're at, this is Bindi's war room. She and Melesh are both very, very, very well off now. And it seems all their plans that they had worked out perfect.
I helped them make some of those plans.
I know you did. She said she helped. Well,
I mean, that's still half my brothel, technically.
She said it's still half her brothel.
Oh, I know. It'll always be half her brothel.
She's like smiling.
That's good.
Well, last time we talked, we kind of agreed what to do next about your situation. But Bindi, our resident genius, has actually secured us a potential alternate route. And I show her the egg. And apparently, this can house souls. And we could potentially hold you in here for a little while and then find something else for you to reside in. Like, do you want that?
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, it seemed like a hard thing to just answer right now.
I didn't know that was an option.
I didn't either until just 2 minutes ago. But apparently, if we put you in there, even before putting you in a different body, you'll be able to talk to everyone around it, including Melesh and Bindi.
That would be pretty cool.
It would. It would be really cool. But I don't know. This whole revival thing is so weird to me because what body would she go in? I look at Bindi.
I don't know. I was just gonna kill somebody or make Melesh kill somebody.
We're rich. We can figure that out.
But then it's just gonna be a random body, a random person.
But it'd still be her. I was thinking, you know what? Hear me out. Wouldn't a dog be kind of cool?
Oh, that'd be cool. What if we get a dragon?
I'm gonna look at Belinda and just see what.
If we put the
You see her just being
dragon?
like, they're so dumb.
I know.
I don't want to be a dog or a dragon.
I know you don't.
It's ridiculous.
That's what
They're so crazy.
That's why I don't know. That's why I hesitate on the idea because I don't know if you belong in anybody that's not yours.
I just don't know how this is gonna work. This
Which part?
curse, it changes me. It turns me into a meaner version of who I am. Makes me say things to you I don't even believe. I just feel like every day I'm in here, I'm losing more and more of myself.
I know. That's why I wanted to give you the agency to decide. I didn't want to pick for you. I don't know if you even want to spend another day in there. Or even here.
I think I'll know when the time comes.
Okay. Well, I'll be here. But there is one consistent thing going to happen, though. And we're going to go kill him.
I'm ready.
But whatever you want to do next, it's going to be up to you. And then I'll shoot her. She says she does not know. And she'll know when the time is right. She also says no to dog or dragon. And she called you two very dumb.
What? No, that's you coloring
doesn't
it
sound
with
like
your.
a-
Yeah, she would never call
Dragons
us
is so
dumb.
cool. That doesn't sound like it.
Yeah, who doesn't want to be a dragon? I would be a dragon.
Mhm.
If you said right now, switch bodies with the dragon, Freaky Friday style, I would say, yep, let's go.
Mhm.
I mean, it sounds cool on paper, but you're going to be that forever. Like, I couldn't imagine being, maybe for like a day, that'd be awesome. But permanently a dragon, you're going to miss out on so many things.
This is why we're poor and we're rich. We'd be rich
Mhm.
dragon people sitting on our hordes being like,
Yep.
dragons.
Mm-hmm.
Are you serious?
Just taking over towns, just taking all their money, putting in a random cave.
So
Yeah.
you would be rich. You could be rich dragons.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what?
they have hordes. They have literal
I
hordes,
believe
you
you.
dummy.
Yeah,
No,
they're
I-
rich.
I believe you. No, I believe you.
How do you think they get
you-
rich? They probably poop
you-
gold or something.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're absolutely
Most likely.
right. You're absolutely right. Okay, how about after this, if none of us die, we'll all become dragons? No?
I don't think I think he's making fun of us, Melesh.
He's
Well,
definitely making fun of us.
I'm asking a question. We all become rich dragons and then we take over the world.
Listen, me and Bindi already got half of that down.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm broke. Yep, I'm poor. I know.
We're
Fake
trying
dad.
to help
Yep,
you out.
Yep,
You could,
I know.
you could still be rich too.
I know. I think I'm like Belinda in this situation. I'll know whenever it's time. But priority number one is him.
Okay.
Sorry, my cat's crying at the door. I don't know
There's
if
a
you can
dragon
hear
in the
it.
distance.
Can you guys hear that?
Yeah, I heard it.
Can I
Yeah,
go grab him for a second?
Yeah.
Okay,
ahead, yeah.
sorry.
It's a new.
Mhm.
All right, Melesh.
Yeah. Are you eating your turkey leg?
I didn't
This
get
is good. Like the gravy.
I-
Hey, Bobby, where's the other turkey leg? Oh, he's bringing it right now. He's bringing it.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, he was crying at the door.
Oh.
Look at him.
Okay, so Ben
Are you sure you want to do this?
Bindi says, well, how do you want to do this?
Just ignore him.
Crawling on Bindy's shoulders is her pet cat.
Mhm.
He just got lonely, I
it's-
think.
It's just us three, right?
Mm-hmm.
We could probably bring a couple people if you want, but I feel like it should be us that does the final job.
Just
Well,
wouldn't seem right.
I think that maybe we could send a few people to go in first, create some noise, and then we move around and go for the main target.
I don't know why he was sitting outside crying. This is
That
my
she
first
needs
cat
you.
community, and I have no clue why he was sitting outside the closed door, absolutely crying, and now he won't sit still. Do you
He
hear
needs
that?
you. Yes.
He's crying now. Maybe he's hungry. I'm so sorry. I'm a first-time cat owner. I am gonna.
Vicken and I can hold it down if you need to
Yeah.
step away.
We're eating our turkey legs too.
Yeah,
we
I'm gonna go
understand.
feed him. I'm so sorry. I'll edit this out
Go.
of the final cut.
Go.
You're good.
Go. We got it. Oh my, this is amazing.
Yeah. Are you dipping in the gravy?
Oh no.
Yeah.
What kind of gravy is this?
I have no idea, but this shit is amazing.
This is the best goddamn turkey leg I've ever had.
Yeah, why do you think I get it every time I come here?
I'm wow. Have you
I'm like-
used the baths here?
Oh, all the time. I like sneak into her
yeah.
house and just take a shower.
They are amazing. Look,
Yeah.
going from sleeping on dirt
Oh, yeah.
and washing at rivers
Mhm.
to that.
That's the only thing I'm missing at the brothel is a nice shower. She has all the nice showers. Like we have really good food. We have really good. Like I have a really good master bedroom for myself there, but I just don't have a good shower. Like, I have a decent one, but
Yeah.
coming here and just like taking a shower, it's like just
How is the
relaxing.
brothel?
Oh, it's good. It's doing really good. Business is always good. I got a marble statue that I built that sits right in the middle of it. Of Belinda.
Oh.
Yeah. And I had some. I talked to some people, had them do some interesting work, and that statue kind of acts like a guardian, so to speak. So it's able to detect if anyone's has any ill intents to like one of the workers. So just because I knew when she was around, Belinda was always watching over it. So it just felt right to have her keep watching over it, you know?
Yeah. No, I totally get it.
Yeah.
I'm sure, well, between you and me, she can hear everything we're saying right now.
Mhm.
So I'm sure that means a lot to her.
Yeah.
I have to swing by and come see it.
I think you'd love it, yeah.
Oh, man.
What about you? How's traveling been? I know I only talked to you when we were playing dominoes, but
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'll tell you why I was actually there. I was with my kid. Now, hear me out.
okay,
Hear me out. I
It's
know
all
it
right.
sounds crazy,
it's all right.
but you know how I mentioned going to the different dimension, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I show you my tattoo. It's a what kind of animal is a tattoo, Bronze? Do you remember?
Basilisk.
Basilisk.
Sorry.
tattoo of-
Sorry about that,
you're fine.
everyone.
You're good. We're just info dropping, or
Yeah.
lore dropping.
And I
Go
show
ahead.
him the tattoo of the basilisk. And
Mm-hmm.
believe it or not, I've apparently pledged my surgeons to a deity.
Do I recognize that? Like which deity it might be?
Yeah, give me a history check or a religion check. Yeah, we will say canonically, Bindi has a pet ocelot.
Okay.
I rolled a
Okay,
4.
There we go.
And that's
Oh,
what was
God.
that's what was sitting on her shoulder and knocking over all the figures on the war room table.
Mm-hmm.
And then he got distracted, so Melesh and I started talking.
I rolled a 4.
Did you use your better stat?
I think it was a 4 and a 6.
Okay. So,
So
yeah, you really only care about your deity. Yeah, and
yeah,
so,
my faith is I'm kind of distracted, you know.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah. You remember your history.
deities kind of suck, to be
Yeah.
honest. Like,
You remember your history with deities, and it kind of makes you feel too emotionally invested.
well,
But
my allegiance to my deity kind of went the next step, so to speak, and I'll stop the thaumaturgy that I have going on my eye and show him like what one of my eyes has turned into.
you scrap it.
It's been somewhat replaced by like a goat's eye.
Yeah. Oh shit.
That looks weird.
Yeah, I don't try to show many people, and I'll just put the thaumaturgy back on it so it looks normal again.
Whoa.
Oh well, I get it. To be honest, I don't even know what I'm doing with this one, but she apparently helped forge the stars. And she's been helping me along my way. I don't particularly pray to her, but we're friends? I don't know, it's a weird relationship.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think that we should send some people in, cause the distraction, and we go around for the main guy.
Sounds good to me.
See what
Nothing like a good distraction.
See what me and Melesh to cause a distraction. You go for Omer.
If you two want to cause a distraction, I was so we could see somebody else in.
No, so like we hire people to do the distraction,
Yeah.
and then we
But
take
it's
them
up
out
to y'all.
us 3.
Yeah, that's up to you two. I don't mind going in solo.
Okay. Well, I have it on good authority that Omert's currently rolling with at least one personal bodyguard,
Okay.
in addition to his usual bugbear bodyguard, Brando.
Okay.
You're not gonna like what I have to say about his main bodyguard.
Lay it on me.
He's big.
Mm.
And I know you've got a history with ogres, and this one's mean.
Last ogre that I met, I cut his head off.
Well, I hope you can pull it off a second time.
I had some help the first time. And this time I'll have twice the help.
Well, let's head out. They're not going to make camp there forever. Should we head him during the day or at night?
What do you think, Melesh?
I can see in the dark, so I'm cool with night.
I can see in the dark.
I can see in the dark too. Nighttime it is.
I'll leave Gomez here at home. I'm pretty sure he can see in the dark too, but he gets the midnight crazies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's for the best.
And she takes
Cute
her.
little guy, but
Well,
You're fed. You're watered. You cannot.
you
cannot
said
cry.
Gomez.
You cannot cry at the
You-
door now.
you said Gomez.
He's fed. He's watered. He's pooped.
You said the word. You said his name.
mama, please.
No. Oh my god.
You need to go get your child.
No. He needs to learn. He needs
Okay.
to learn.
Right.
It's hard though. You know, my heart breaks,
Mhm.
but he needs to learn.
Mm-hmm.
Chat's gonna think I'm a monster. Chat, I've played with him for so many hours today.
A nighttime mission, just like old times.
Just like old times.
Yep.
They'll probably have their usual guards in place. There's a river that goes past the obelisk. I mean, I guess we'll just have to figure out an approach that'll work.
What's the area layout like?
It's pretty flat all around. There's and now you see her like kind of drawing on an empty parchment that she spread out over the main map in the middle of the table. And she draws like a river on one side and then the circular camp. She draws a location of the quarry and the marble. And then she draws down the main road. There's a small gully that you would have to scale to come up, that comes up super close to the edge of the camp, but everything else around it is kind of flat and wetland-like. And she says, all this is rough terrain. It's going to be hard to be quiet. The reeds are a little tall, but that just means you can see them moving. I wish we had some wind tonight. That might actually go in our favor. We could try to intercept the people they're sending to shake down the marble workers.
Okay. I like that idea.
We could maybe steal their costumes and get it that way, or use their cart. And then we've got the gully, which would provide us cover. We could get in close, but then we've got to climb up out of it.
I think ambushing the guys are going to send to ambush the quarry will work best. But personally, I do want to get the jump on them, use the nighttime to our advantage, all that. But at the end of it all, I want him to know it's me. I want him to know it's us. So I don't mind if things go wrong in the plan, we just go in guns blazing.
Mm-hmm.
But he will know at the end of it that it was me that took his life.
Oh, you want to go in guns blazing?
Would that work better?
Well, I mean, I've got like a musket or two.
Yeah. Stealth was never my option anyways. That's why I'm even like this now. That's what got me here in the first place, was trying to do something I'm not used to. I'm used to going in there and cutting off heads.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
with you. This chainmail's loud as shit.
Bobby,
So-
I'm going to need you to grab 3 muskets. Have them cleaned, waxed. I'll take my usual blunderbuss. And Melesh, I'm sure, will take old Betsy.
Yep.
And for Ajax, I guess bring Bessie.
This is a good one.
Sure, Bessie.
Well, I name all my guns after bees.
Mm-hmm.
Bessie works.
All right. I'll take Bernard. Adjust the sights on mine, Bobby.
Ajax, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Mm. 3.
Same with you, Melesh.
13.
Okay. So Ajax has forgotten this, but Melesh, you remember that Bindi Hopper Pinch's guns run on a strange alchemical powder that is highly unstable.
Mm.
And you know for a fact that if you roll under a 5, it will explode in your hands. But it will also pack a punch.
Mm-hmm. Keeps it fun.
Oh, this is going to be amazing. He has no idea. He has no idea.
Ajax has just forgotten.
So, did he bring the guns to us, or are they going to get ready for now?
They're getting them ready.
Okay.
Probably 3 powder belts as well. I'll take my dually because, I go through a lot of powder.
Should we
think
take the
one's good.
carriage or should we go on horseback?
Horseback.
This is your operation. All right. And we're going to go in Bagan. So we're going by just take the road.
Yep.
They're going to
Front
see us
entrance.
coming from a long way.
Mhm.
I want them to.
All right. Brando, I'm going to need you to gussy up 3 horses too. Well, we ride at dawn.
nightfall.
Or at nightfall. We ride at dusk.
Whatever. We'll
Well,
ride eventually.
Before that, look at Melesh.
Hmm.
You know what we have to do, right?
You're lucky. This arm's getting
You know-
weaker, but I know what I gotta do.
Come
I
on.
know what I gotta
You know
do.
what to do. Come on.
Oh, you're gonna do
Alright.
that. You're gonna do your little
Come on.
your
Come
little
on.
dinky measuring contest. Your little dinky
Stop it.
thing. Are you seeing this, Belinda? Are you seeing this? These boys. Go ahead, do your thing.
Come
Do
on.
your little dinky thing.
Don't worry about it, Bommy.
What'd you roll?
You first.
No, you first.
I rolled a 22.
Ah. You almost got me. I got a 5. Okay, so I don't win.
I feel like getting close. Like I feel like I'm bringing him down. But I'll just let him win.
Ah. Haven't lost a step.
It's this arm, man. It's this arm.
What are you
Don't blame
talking
it on
about?
the
He
arm.
definitely let you win.
Once it's this
No, I
arm.
didn't.
I
It just
saw
gives
it.
out. It just gives out.
Look at me.
Can't help it.
Look at me. World champion as always.
Listen, I just rolled a 23 on my perception check. He definitely just let you
No,
win.
It's this arm.
No.
It's- What do you mean you rolled?
Melesh.
What are you talking about? What do you mean you rolled something?
I'm just saying, I perceived that you definitely let him win.
Nah, that doesn't sound like me.
I'm gonna roll to see if he's lying to me.
Yeah, roll insight.
Oh, she shouldn't have said nothing.
Can I roll?
Oh,
Deception?
doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I
it
rolled
would be
11,
against your
yeah.
deception.
Yeah, I rolled 11. So
I also rolled an 11.
Meets it,
That means he
beats
gets
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you could tell he's lying.
oh come on! Why did you? Just, I can take it. Just beat me next time. I know, it felt too easy.
It's all right. Don't worry about it. We're gonna get a win tonight.
But look at these. But
You might as well win with that
Yeah.
arm while it's still attached, Melesh. Probably gonna fall off or something.
It might fall off soon.
Just
we don't
get
know.
it fixed. Go to a doctor.
Once my God decides I'm
Oh
ready to
my
heal, it
God.
will heal.
Go to a doctor, you psychopath. You actual
Why
psychopath.
do I need a doctor? I have God on my side.
I'm
Ajax,
put 'em both
talk
in
to
a-
him.
I'm put them both in a headlock and hug them.
Ah! Oh God,
I
you
missed
big
you.
bully!
Hey,
Your
Your
armpits smell like cheese. What is wrong with you? You are physically ill.
How do you talk about the shower so much, but your armpits still smell?
Oh, don't do that. Come on. You love me.
We
Yeah,
do love you. Ugh. Cheap cologne. Where'd you get that? The Dollar General?
I'm broke.
We gotta fix that cologne situation. You
Mhm.
smell
We gotta
like a
Taking care of
horse's
I've been
sexual
taking care of a
gland.
kid.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you taking care of somebody else's kid anyway? You didn't father him.
You got to take care of yourself too, not just that kid.
Yeah.
I don't know. His dad is awful. And I feel like he needed me. And I think I needed him too. But that's what I was explaining to you, Melesh. Whenever we did meet on that at the place,
Mm-hmm.
that was his barge. I didn't know that going there,
Mm-hmm.
but apparently he's some kind of demon.
Yep.
He opened up a portal to put us in the other realm. Dude's powerful.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not even doesn't seem like an awful guy, but he was too scared to be a dad. And him and Nim's mom kept arguing and things just never worked out, I guess. But I didn't know going there that I was going to meet him. I thought I was meeting someone to help me get my friends back. And then there he was. And he met Nim. And he told Nim that he was his dad. And I knew as soon as I saw him, even though I didn't know who he was, I could see it in his eyes. He looks just like the kid.
Mm-hmm.
And Nim's with him right now. And I think he's trying to rekindle that relationship. And I think he's trying to be the dad that he wasn't. And as much as I don't like him, I don't think he's good for Nim. It was Nim's decision. And at the end of the day, Nim's choice is Nim's choice.
Stop it. No, stop. Chat can hear you. You're being depressing. Stop it.
Mm. It's his decision. Yeah,
Do you
I
hear
get
that?
Yes. That's Nim.
You're upsetting chat.
Don't think that he is.
Am I supposed to give in to this? I've never had a kitten before. Am I supposed to give in and go grab him or he's scratching at the door. Am I supposed to let him in? I don't know what you do here. I don't know what the good parent move is.
I don't either. It's not a Balvin question.
If I open the door, will you stop?
If you open the door, it becomes expected of you.
Depulio
And
says, yeah, no, don't give in. Oh.
Yeah. Anytime it teaches them bad habits.
He'll never stop.
They'll never
Ever.
stop.
Okay. Oh, I must harden my heart. At least I have D&D to distract me. Okay.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we're back.
His little cries are so sad. Just so you know, chat, he does it when I'm in the bathroom too. He
Yep.
sticks his paws under the door and cries, and I'm like, I'm just trying to pee. You must stop.
Wait till he gets bigger and can open the door. That's gonna be a problem.
You conclude your deliberations and you find 3 horses prepared for you. Bindy's is a miniature pony, but you know from experience it's very fast. She calls it Stubbs because it has stubby little legs.
Mhm.
And although it's very fast, it doesn't quite keep up with your ponies. So I'm sure you know to go at a slightly less, fast speed. You can hear her ocelot, Gomez, crying at the door, pawing at the windows as she locks the door to her villa. She pulls out 3 blunderbusses and hands one to each of you, and taking the 3rd and biggest for herself.
So the powder goes in this hole here, and then you just load the shrapnel or the pellets into the front, and then you just trigger the firing mechanism at the back. There should be a spark and then a boom.
Okay. How much powder should I put in this?
Probably about a thumb's worth.
Okay. Your thumb or my thumb?
My thumb. Why would it be your
Okay.
thumb? I designed it for me.
I'm just making sure.
And yeah.
Okay.
And you know, Melesh, it takes one action to use this and one action to reload.
Okay.
So it is a little bit slower, but it does pack a punch.
Oh no. Ajax, looking at it, he's going to gently toss it in the air and try to catch it back in the right right side up.
Give me a sleight of hand roll.
Yep, there it is. 9.
It lands on the butt and goes off. There's no pellets loaded in it. So it just lets out a big bang with a big outward force of energy and fire.
Whoa, settle down, horse. Settle down.
What are you doing, you idiot?
I'm sorry. I did.
Don't you have
I don't
any
know.
trigger discipline?
No, I don't. I don't use these things anymore.
You said you wanted to go in guns blazing.
Okay, it was just a figure of speech, honestly, but these will be helpful.
Well, you know I've taken classes. I used to be a bit of an artillerist before I wised up and focused on alchemy.
Right. I didn't. I never wised up, nor did I take those classes.
Well,
Won't happen again.
don't point it at anybody you don't want to shoot. That's all I'll say.
Understood.
Don't throw it around while it's loaded.
That's also a good one. We ride.
We ride.
You ride
Let's
off
go.
on your horses with Bindi on her pony, keeping up with you. Her little miniature horse. And you go down the dirt path that leads to the part of the world that you know the obelisk to rest at. The obelisk is an old monument. No one quite understands what its original purpose was. It has runes kind of inscribed along it and is kind of a strange shape that just kind of juts out of the ground. People have even tried digging around it, but don't really know how deep the base of it goes. And just like Bindi described, it's surrounded by a marshland on one side. And this marshland kind of falls away into a very steep gully before coming back up again into more solid land. On the left-hand side, there is a marble quarry. On the right, the road comes near it. And there's a small stream kind of encircling or running around this area. There is a small wooden bridge that kind of you begin to cross with your horses. And you can see the obelisk in the distance now and know that you are close, because if you're crossing the river at this point, the obelisk must be probably 200 feet away. You can see it.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost go time.
Yep.
You see stirring at the camp as you begin to approach. You see people kind of take up arms and take up defensive positions. And you also see this.
Ooh.
First of all, let's get a moment for Ajax.
Hey.
Ajax. Woo.
Ajax.
Oh, he actually looks so good.
That's so cool.
He looks so good. Can we get a close-up? Come on, camera. There it is.
Hey, there it is.
Oh, look,
He looks good.
yo, look at my boy. Look at those colors are so good. Wow.
And we also
Yeah.
see Melesh, who I didn't get as much time with, the tiefling
Hey.
with the one cloaked arm, because we
He
don't,
looks sick too.
because he's got a messed up zombie arm.
Yeah.
We see Melesh.
Now we look sick. We look sick. I love that.
And you also see the base of the obelisk. As you approach, you'd be approaching from this side here.
Mhm.
You see some guards kind of come around. You see a man in stocks, hands bound, kind of cursing and grumbling with a bugbear standing over him. And you see a number of guards come forward to kind of cut you off. You also see Omert, the man responsible for so much of your plight. And with him, you see his bodyguard.
Ooh.
Jesus Christ.
We'll put him here for now. Actually, we'll put him. Oh God, he's dead.
We won.
Easy.
Charge.
Easy. Right, hold up. Let's move these.
Did you paint all these?
Yes. Majority of them, yes, I believe.
Oh, wow.
Wow. This is incredible.
This one, I believe, was pre-painted. I just based him, and I made him look a little prettier because the pre-paint job was kind of ugly.
These are so cool.
He's going to be cowering in the back. And this is where our heroes enter the picture. We'll try to just remove him for a second so it'll focus. There we go. Okay.
There we go.
Perfect. He can be out of focus. That's fine. All right. As you charge up, this large, lumbering ogre puts his club down in front of you. And from the back, you hear Omer speak. Well, well, well. Look what the cat dragged in. What do you want, Ajax? Melesh. Bindi. After all these years? What changed?
Nothing changed.
You know it's just business, Ajax. Don't be daft. You don't want to die
Business?
here. You've lived these last, however many years in bliss.
I've lived in bliss.
Well, you're
that
not
what you think?
dead.
At one point, I'd rather I would have been. But now, I'm back, and you're gonna die.
Oh, come on now, Ajax. It didn't take you years to find me. You could have tracked me down at any point in time. Why now?
It took me years to find me.
And you two? Are you just along for the ride?
Just here for the ride, yeah. And just here for revenge.
Revenge. Really?
Why are you so casual about it? You know what you did.
What did I do? Oh, I sold you out? Is that it? I sold you out? I'm such a bad guy? You're not going to tell him? Melesh, Bindi, you're very quiet.
Tell me what?
I sold you out because I knew that Melesh and Bindi had already planned to run away with the full share of the spoils.
You what?
Oh, they didn't tell you. Interesting. You see Bindi kind of like hop off her horse and begin loading her gun. And she's like, you're full of shit, and you know you're full of shit. We've done business with you multiple times. Why would we have gone back on this one? Right, Melesh?
There's no point. Why would
Right,
why would we-
Melesh?
Are you too serious?
Right, Melesh? Melesh, were you planning on taking all of the gold?
We need to start our plan.
God damn it, Melesh!
And you see Omert's face kind of twist into a contorted grin. How well do you really know your friends, Ajax?
So
It was just gonna be us. I wasn't gonna take it from you and Belinda. It's just him.
but she died.
That wasn't the plan. But you can't be mad at me, Ajax. Your compatriots have every much a hand in her death as I did. Like I said, it's just business. There's no need for any more of you to die. Just turn around on your little horses and walk away.
No. I didn't come here for nothing. Regardless if it was just business, and regardless if you two did plan to run off with the money, it's all just business, right? It's just business, right?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
But guess what? Beyond business, I actually have feelings tied to these people. And what they did, they can be honest with me or not. But all I know is that you were responsible for her dying. You didn't have to agree to this. You didn't have to offer that. But this is business, right? There's no morals in this life we live. I'm not a good person. He's not a good person. She's not a good person. You're not a good person. Nobody's a good person in this. But all I know is that my friend died and that you and your people were responsible for it.
I liked you more when you were just big, dumb, and stupid. That's why I hired that ogre there. 'Cause to me, he's just an Ajax 2.0. Big, green, and swings at what you tell him to swing at.
Really?
If you think less, you'll live longer, kid.
Ajax takes off the trench coat. He gets out Belinda. He gets off the horse. And he walked up to the ogre. He looks him down. And then he reaches in his pocket and pulls out what Melesh gave him a while back. And I would like to use Thunderous Smite.
Roll for initiative! Oh my goodness. I feel like we need some.
I rolled a 14.
14.
Got a 19, but I would like to go a little bit later because Melesh is probably a little frozen in guilt.
Okay, you can hold action.
Yeah.
In what way would you like to hold action? Like, would you like to wait for them to move forward, or would you just like to voluntarily skip your turn?
I'm gonna be sitting there on horsetop, just like if someone swings at Ajax, I'll probably try to shoot them with the musket.
Okay. So this guy goes first. He charges forward. They are going to try to hurt Ajax, so go ahead and shoot with your musket. Make a ranged spell attack, or ranged attack.
So just plus my dexterity, right?
As well as your proficiency if you're proficient with this weapon. I believe, yeah.
Then it is going to be a 9.
You miss. Thankfully, it's not less than a 5.
Yeah.
All right. He's going to hit you twice with his Morning Star. For a 7 and a nat 20.
20 hits.
Yeah, I know the
Yeah,
20
20
hits,
hits.
buddy. Oh, wait, just a second. Just a minute here. There we go. Okay. Trying to figure out how many, so that's 6, 5, 11, 16, 19 piercing damage.
Bet.
You remember this man. He was actually a muscle on a few of the missions you were brought in. He's been one of Omert's long-standing bugbear kind of bodyguards. Brando, I think, is what Bindi referred to him as. The mace comes crunching down on your armor, denting in one of your shoulder pads, but you stand tall. Here, in the stocks, you see this man yell, "Hey, if you get me out, I'll help you." It is your turn, Melesh. Because these two characters technically went before you in initiative. Oh wait, but then you used your action.
Yeah.
I kind of messed that up a little bit. That's
No,
okay.
you're good.
Then it is the ogre's turn. The ogre is kind of blocking your way. All right, and he is going to use his action to kind of make himself big, planting one foot on either side of this kind of path ahead of you. Until his next turn, attack rolls against him have disadvantage, and he has advantage on an attack roll he makes for an opportunity attack. Ajax, it is your turn.
Okay. Let me first roll. What is... Okay, so I pass the wisdom saving throw on the guy that hit me,
Okay.
so I don't have to lose my mind and attack him.
Mm-hmm.
Ajax is still going to try to hit the ogre.
Go for it.
And what is how does disadvantage work on attack rolls or just rolls in general?
So you just roll twice and you take the lower of the two.
Got you. Snap. Okay, the lower one was an 8.
That does not hit. You miss. Being thrown off balance by the bugbear's attack, your sword goes wide, striking in the dirt at the side of the ogre's foot. In the back, you hear Omer laugh. And then once again, it is this guy's turn. He is going to, this time, strike at you, Melesh, because you are kind of standing in the flank. Or wait, Bindi would have gone next. Bindi's going to heal you. She throws you a healing flask. It cracks against the side of your head because that's Bindi's style, dispensing its liquid all the way down your shoulder.
Okay.
Healing you for 11 hit points. As it cracks against your head and the vial shatters, the liquid kind of comes down, nestling in that part of your shoulder that the bludgeoning damage struck against with such force. And you feel the bruising begin to heal, and you feel your tendons begin to heal. She says, "Get your head in the game!" And then this gentleman is going to attack Melesh, seeing that the ogre has kind of blocked the path for Ajax, and they've built a wall kind of protecting their leader here in the back. He's going to attack twice for an 18 and a 2.
Neither of them hit. So like,
Okay.
I feel like as Bindi
the
yelled
2 would
at,
be a 7 with a modifier, but
it'd be what?
the 2 would be, so it's 18 and 2, so that's a 7 and a 23.
Oh, 23 hits.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I forgot to add the
No,
plus
you're-
5. I'm so
you're good.
bad. So one of the attack hits, you take 9 piercing damage. As the barbs, like in this Morning Star, the pointed edges kind of bash against your chest. Your armor takes the brunt of the damage, but you do still feel those puncturing kind of barbs find their way through and find purchase in your flesh.
Okay.
You see this individual here kind of struggling against their stalks, and then it is your turn.
How far am I away from Ajax?
You're right next to him, within 5 feet.
Okay. I want to strike at this. It's a bugbear, right?
Yes. Hmm.
Yeah. So I want to swing at him twice with my sword, and then try to position myself between him and Ajax.
Okay.
So where are you? So it's gonna be 2 24s.
That
hit.
hits. Yep.
And it's gonna be a 2 12s.
Like 12 damage and then 12 damage?
Yeah.
Perfect. What does this look like?
As I got hit in this with the Morning Star, I kind of like snapped out of it, and I just cut for his arm and then cut across his chest and like kind of stand between him and Ajax.
Okay.
Just like getting ready to protect Ajax.
Yeah. So mechanically, you won't be able to like really cover Ajax. He's kind of like, because yeah. So like you'll be, but he'll be engaged with you.
I just
that
want to be
makes
side
sense.
by side with him. Yeah.
Got you. Good one, says Bindi from the back. And then it is, there we go. Then it is the ogre's turn. The ogre is going to he's going to bash down with his fist, not even using his weapon yet to hit you, Ajax.
I would like to impose disadvantage.
Ah, okay. You can do that. That will, yeah, okay. And he's lost the advantage he had from his block the path because it's until the start of the next turn. So he should just roll. So he rolls with disadvantage here. For a 10. Does that hit Ajax?
Oh, no.
So as his fist is about to come down and crack you on the head, you see Melesh's shield, bong, deflect the fist perfectly. It is your turn, Ajax.
Thank you. All right. I'm going to, as a bonus action, use Fighting Spirit and 5 temp health and have advantage on weapon rolls until the end of this turn.
Perfect.
And I'm going to try to hit the guy next to me, not the ogre.
The bugbear.
Yes.
Perfect. Go for it.
Does a 16 hit?
A 16 does not hit. But Ajax, as you're swinging your sword, you feel something inside of you. You're not the same person you were before. You're not the same person that worked with this man. You know his tricks. You've fought with him before. You've sparred against him before. And you are level 5. You get an extra attack when you attack now. So
Let's
go ahead and swing again.
Woo! Love that for me. Need that for me, actually.
Because level 5 fighters, and this is our leveling up one shot, get an extra attack.
Okay. So I keep my advantage too on this extra attack, right?
I
'Cause it's weapon
believe
motion.
so. Do you mind reading the text for Fighting Spirit for me?
Yeah, it says weapon attack rolls until the end of this current turn.
Yes, it's still your turn. Yep.
Sweet.
Okay. Come on. Gods be with me. It was on a 13 and it rolled to a 1.
With advantage?
Yes. I rolled less than a 16 on both of those. So, yeah. It's
Yeah.
14 and an 8. So, yeah, that's no.
As your sword comes down twice, kind of knowing what this man's stance is, you realize Brando remembers your stances as well. He deflects one of your blows with his gauntlet, and the second one kind of catches in his shoulder piece that he's wearing, his shoulder armor, and he kind of cackles and says, "Back to the same old tricks, Ajax."
Damn it.
And then it is Bindy's turn. Bindy is going to try to shoot him. She hits.
Yeah.
She says, "Shut the fuck up!" Bam! The smell of burning hair fills your nostrils as her blunderbuss, old Betsy, goes off. She deals 14 points of damage and sends the bugbear flying back 10 feet, rolling head over heels.
Oh, shit.
Always hated that guy. From the back, you see Ermert say, "Quickly now, finish it. Don't let these cretins get the better of you." And it is then once again the bugbear's turn. He stands back up and charges back into the fray. This time swinging at you, Ajax, out of rage. He's going to swing twice for a 13 and a 19.
19 hits.
I rolled a 1 and a 2 on the die, dealing 5 piercing damage. You notice this time when the morning star comes down and hits you that this man is bleeding and burning from half of his chest, and that gruesome blow from the blunderbuss has kind of sent him reeling or thrown him off balance. You see actually now this individual here kind of trying to undo the lock on their stocks. It is then your turn, Melesh.
I'm going to. I'm gonna keep swinging at this bugbear, but I'm gonna hit him once and put smite on that if I can.
Perfect, yeah.
So it's gonna be a 22. So that hits.
That hits.
And then it's going to be 6 damage plus. Where's my smite? Where? Sorry.
It's okay.
Plus 12 radiant damage.
So what is that total? 6 plus 12, 18?
Yeah.
As your sword comes slicing down through this bugbear's fur, kind of almost like ripping his shoulder clean from the rest of his body, you notice he is barely standing. The ogre says, "Brando!" and tries to punch you, Melesh. He rolls a 24.
That hits. Oh.
He deals 16 bludgeoning damage to you. You feel his fist kind of crack against the side of your skull as he punches you as hard as he can and pushes you 5 feet away.
Oh, okay. That
Ajax,
hurts.
it is your turn.
Ajax is stressed and confused why nothing is working. So he's gonna try to calm down, think back to his teachings with Cha and all of what he learned about being a samurai, and use fighting spirit again.
Mm-hmm.
Use fighting spirit again, and go for the bugbear.
Roll to hit.
What is that? 15.
Yeah, your sword flies wide. You see the bugbear kind of is still reeling from Melesh's hit, and so you underestimate where he is, or don't correctly calculate where he is because he's kind of swaying with the damage he's taken. Mm-hmm.
That's my turn. Yeah.
You can attack twice.
Oh, extra attack. That's the thing. Yeah. I want to use extra
You're
attack.
level 5 now.
Yeah, I forget. That's actually, I can use that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try again.
You can also, and I'm letting Balvin know this because this is Balvin's first time playing Dungeons and Dragons, this campaign. Now that you're level 5, you can action surge, and that makes you attack 4 times. Because that gives you a whole action, not just a free attack.
right.
So using one action,
Jesus
you get
Christ.
2 attacks. You can action surge and get 2 more attacks. Just to let you know that's something that your character
That
can
makes
do.
sense. Good Lord. Okay, well, this time I rolled 26.
That hits.
So, thank God.
Let's go.
And that is...
Honestly, you don't even have to roll damage. This creature is so damaged. Your sword comes. How do you finish him off?
So, again, after missing the first time, he realizes, like, it's been a long time since he's fought with Melesh and Bindi, and this is his natural habitat. He's been away from this for a very long time. He's been in towns and been a kid and trying to be a regular person, but that's just not him. And for some people, silence and calmness will calm them down, but for him, chaos is what calms him down. So it's like all of the emotions that he's been feeling just envelops him, and he closes his eyes, grabs Belinda in this standard stance, and goes for the cut in half.
It works. The foe falls into the river, cut cleanly in half. The ogre screams, "Brado!" You see Omert begin to be like, "Ah, you there! If I release you from your stocks, will you fight for me?" And then it is Bindi's turn. Bindi is going to shoot the bugbear. Nailing it with a 17. Wait. No, she has to reload this turn.
Yeah, it's an action.
Yeah, never mind. Sorry. So she begins reloading her blunderbuss and then takes aim at the ogre, but does not fire on this turn. The person in the stocks turns back because it's their turn to Omeret and says, "Yes, yes, I'll help you if you get me out of here. Anyone!" And then it is your turn, Melesh.
I'm gonna start like slowly walking back up to the ogre and like just put one of my arms on like wherever my wound, like on my head to like heal myself because he punched me right in the face, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna use lay on hands to heal myself for 20.
Perfect.
And then I'm just gonna tell him, "You stupid dumb ogre, you'll never be Ajax." And I'm gonna make a vow of enmity against him.
Oh, what does that do?
So what that does is, it's been so long I don't remember. Where is? I have it written down somewhere.
Here, let me help you. Okay, so as a bonus action, you can choose a creature you can see within 10 feet of you. You gain advantage on attack rolls against it for 1 minute or until it drops to 0 hit points or falls unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
And I'm
perfect.
just gonna get close enough to Ajax to protect him if I need to.
Okay, awesome. And then it is the ogre's turn. The ogre says, "Brado, no!" And then it's going to try to strike at Ajax.
No. Impose disadvantage. Again.
Okay. That reduces his hit to an 11.
Does not hit.
Does not hit. Ajax, it's your turn.
He'll swing at the ogre, and he'll swing at the ogre, and he'll say to Melesh, just have my back to the end of this.
I will.
And that is a 13 on the first one.
It just
Good.
barely misses.
I'll try again.
Mhm.
26.
That hits.
Dealing 12 damage. And he also has to roll a DC 12 for Constitution for the frost damage and the slow
14.
effect. Yes.
Perfect.
I don't think we said it does. It doesn't do anything. It passes it. Yeah. Right. You're fine.
All right. As you conclude your turn, you see Omer go and release the stalks on this gentleman here. Bindi is going to now shoot at the ogre, nailing it with a 19. I always roll good when I'm a DM, not when I'm a player, though.
Mm.
Oh, but I always also drop my die, which is a horrible habit. It did roll a 10 on the floor, though. Actually, that's impossible for it to have rolled a 10. This is a D8. I don't know what I saw. Dealing 18 damage to the ogre. You hear a loud bang kind of ringing in your ears as the blunderbuss goes off again. You smell that same burning hair smell. The entire force of it almost feels like it's going to shatter your eardrums, and it actually knocks Bindi halfway to the floor too. And the ogre gets pushed back 5 feet as it catches a bunch of searing shrapnel straight in the chest. You see little bits of everything Bindi could find in it, including some of her fine silverware that she grabbed from the house. There's like a fork and a butter knife kind of sticking out of this thing as it wails and pounds the ground in fury. This person then is going to join the battle. They charge forward. They have the movement too, and strike at you, Melesh.
Okay.
They're going to make 3 attacks with their 2 great axes. 18, 14, and 23.
Are those totals?
No. Those are the attacks to hit.
I know, but is it like is that plus their modifier?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So only the last one hits.
Only the last one hits. You take 9 points of slashing damage as these axes come out in a flurry. Ting, ting. One hits your armor. The second hits your shield. The third one strikes you on the forearm, that weakened forearm from the mummy rot. Mm-hmm. You smell a disgusting necrotic smell as it strikes that flesh open, cutting through the silk that you had bound around it with Bindi's face on it. Mm-hmm. It is then your turn.
I already used my reaction, so I can't do Hellish Rebuke. But I am going to swing at him twice.
Mm-hmm.
For a 24.
That hits.
And a 16.
The 16 does not hit.
Okay, just 24. And the 24 does 10 damage.
Perfect. They manage to push away your sword with one of the axes, but as they do that, they leave themselves open. The second axe comes down, slicing into them, dealing 10 damage. It is then the ogre's turn. The ogre is hurting. It is angry. It comes barreling forward to strike at you, Ajax. Unfortunately, both of you are blocking the way for it to get to Bindi, but it has its eyes on Bindi, and you are standing in the way. It's going to roll a 18 to hit.
18 hits.
It punches at you with the fury of like its full body kind of behind it,
Oh, shit.
dealing 14 bludgeoning damage and knocking you back 5 feet as it does so.
Got you. You said 14?
Yes.
Okay.
And it is now your turn.
So first off, ouch. And then after he hits me, I'm going to I want to move up towards Melesh and help him fight or try to hit the one that the guy's hitting him.
Okay, perfect. Go ahead and roll to hit.
The first one was 13, that does not hit. The second was 26.
That hits.
Dealing 11 damage, and they have to roll the Constitution. 12.
They rolled a 1 on the con save.
Okay.
So we'll go ahead and say this does double damage
Nice.
because that's a nat 1.
Okay. So that is, I rolled a 3 on the frost damage.
Okay.
And I think you said they're slowed, right? Aren't they
Yes.
slowed for the next?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
Their movement
3 to
speed is
6?
slowed by 10 feet. Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, your sword cuts into their flesh, and you see their entire arm begin to stiffen as you do this. They do look worse for the wear. The ogre, seeing that it's kind of like in its death throes now, is going to strike out at you again. This time for a 26.
Can I impose disadvantage for that?
Actually, it's...
No,
Wait,
because actually,
whose turn is it?
Is it Bendy's turn?
I was going to say, it should be Bindy's turn.
that was
I think it's Bendy.
yeah, Bendy's. Yeah.
I lost
Bendy's
track.
turn,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Bendy's turn.
So
Thank God it's Bendy's turn.
Bindi is going to reload her gun, and then it is this guy's turn.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't she
he's-
reload last? Or
No, she shot the ogre last turn.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
She's shot, now she's reloading, yeah.
yeah. She's already shot twice. Yeah.
The gentleman with the axes is going to make 3 slashing attacks at you, Melesh,
Okay.
for a... That's not great. A 12, a 16, and a 24.
The last one hits again.
That last one is the buzzer beater.
That last one's getting me. He had me in the
Dealing
first half.
14 slashing damage as clang, clang, once again. It's just the sheer speed with which he's coming forward with these 2 axes, wielding them very quickly, weaving in and out. The first one you're able to catch with your shield. The second one you're able to catch with your gauntlet. But the third one strikes again at that necrotic arm. He's found a weak point, and he's going to keep exploiting it as long as he can. It is your turn.
I would like to have Hellish Rebuke come out of that arm.
Perfect.
And just engulf him.
Yeah, he will make a dex save here.
And
I
release
rolled
4.
an 11.
That doesn't make it, and it's 13 damage.
13 damage. As the flames engulf him, he dies. It is now the ogre's turn. The ogre, in fury and fear, is going to strike at you.
Actually, that was my reaction though. That wasn't my turn, right?
Oh, that wasn't your turn. Yeah. So you still get to go. I actually kind of forgot this dude was here because he was hidden behind the ogre. We'll just say he ran after you killed the bugbear. He was like, nah, I'm out. This is y'all crazy.
I will attack the ogre twice.
Perfect. Go ahead and roll the hit. You just need to beat a 14.
A nat 1 and then a 21.
Okay. The
We're
21
on board.
hits.
Mhm. Not a nat 1. And it does 6 damage.
6 damage. Go ahead and roll damage for the second one as well.
Oh no. 8 damage.
Okay. So both of your axes or your sword strikes twice into this ogre. You see it is in its last sort of, breaths as you're kind of slicing away at it. But as your sword comes in the second time, it does stick. It does that damage, but it does stick in the ogre's thigh, and it's going to give him advantage on his next hit against you.
Okay.
So that gives him a 21.
That hits.
As you're kind of like stuck trying to pull your sword out of this tender calf meat of the ogre, his fist comes down on you. Dealing, so that's 10, 8, 18 plus 4, 22 damage. That's the highest I've rolled on this hit.
I'm hurting a lot.
Good God.
Since you can't really be pushed 5 feet away since your sword is stuck, you are instead knocked prone.
Okay.
As the fist comes down, kind of ringing against your skull, the entire world swims with the force that you have just been struck with. Ajax, you see this. It is your turn.
So, after the ogre hit me, I began to fall back into that, what I told them about earlier, the Belinda taking over, and start seeing her dead. I hear her talking to me. You have to do this. You have to save me. Da, 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 da. And then seeing Melesh go down like that, I'm sent into a rage. I'm on the other side now. I can't let somebody else die. And I immediately charge at the ogre. I'm gonna
Roll
use Fighting
to
Spirit
Okay.
for the temp health and the weapon advantage roll. And first one is a 22.
That hits.
And the damage on that is 14 damage.
Finish it.
So, as Melesh on the ground, and all this fury, all this rage is taking over. For a second, it's like bliss, and the emotions taking over him lets him actually move freer than he would, overthinking what to do next, how to move. Should I hit there? Should I hit that? And you almost see Ajax holding the sword. He's going to spin around Melesh on the ground and stab the ogre in the back.
The sword comes through the other side. You see blood kind of come out of the ogre's mouth. And it falls to the floor dead. Omert sees this and starts stumbling and running in the other direction. But we do exit initiative.
Can I try to cast Hold Person on him while on the floor?
Yes, you may.
It's just a 15 DC wisdom save.
Oh,
throw.
wisdom save. Okay.
Yeah. I was just checking. I forgot.
I got a 14.
If I see it sinks in, I'm just gonna lay there.
Yeah. You see him pause mid-run and just kind of stop. And then The battlefield grows silent. You see Bindi still like cursing. Oh, fudgesicles. What is this? It's lever stuck.
Ajax takes the sword out of the ogre, wipes the blood off. He turns to look around for Omer, and he sees him frozen.
Mm-hmm.
Is he looking that way or looking at me?
He's looking away.
Ajax walks towards him. He is dragging the sword on the ground with one hand behind him. And I go around him so he sees me walking towards him.
Mm-hmm.
I look him directly in his eyes. It's just business, right?
He can't speak. He's being held.
That
Right?
pisses
I
me
believe
off.
so. Yeah, yeah. You just see like fear in his eyes.
I don't know this.
Wait, can he talk? Vicken, do
I-
you mind taking a look at whole person? I have to remember.
Paralyzed. So
Yeah,
see what
yeah. If they
paralyzed is.
speak, I believe it's like slurred. Words are hard to make. Let me double check though, chat.
a paralyzed creature is
I think it's like slow and faltering.
can't move or speak.
Can't move or
Yeah.
speak. Okay. There's something else where they can speak falteringly. Okay, so yeah, he can't speak. You just see his eyes kind of like barely moving.
Nothing to say now? Just business before? I'm a big dumb ogre. You can't even talk to me. Pull up Belinda.
Mm-hmm.
I'm far enough back to where the sword is just like touching the tip of his nose. And just I pull it down. Blood must be played with blood. I cut his head off.
You hear a fleshy slice and then a dull thudding as his head rolls on the floor, hits the floor, rolls on it, and then floats into the small creek there, bobbling along. The rest of his torso slumps forward.
It's done. I look at Belinda to see if anything's different or changing.
Your sword almost like cracks. It has like this light coming through it, almost like it's been shattered, except instead of falling apart, the pieces fly apart. And as they do, you see an essence kind of emerge and coalesce into a woman that looks like Belinda. She's thin for a half orc, very scrawny. Her hair is pulled into 2 high ponytails on her head. She's wearing leather armor. Her eyebrows are kind of bushy but manicured. And she has a couple of nose rings in one nose. Her ears are kind of pulled back a little bit because she's wearing these like strange goggles on her face. And yeah, as though made out of mist, she appears before you.
Belinda?
Ajax?
Is that really you?
We did it.
You're free. You're out.
I'm out.
How do you feel?
Weird. But not as angry as before. I feel
Yeah,
more
but-
like me. Even though I'm also kind of numb.
That's good. But now what? What?
Think it's
What do you-
time for
what do
me
you-
to go.
You don't want to. You don't want to try again.
I don't think I'd get it right.
I think you already did.
Melesh, you see her as well.
I'm like stumbling to my feet.
Bindy's running forward with the egg.
So you don't have to die. All you gotta do is you hop into this little heimerdinger here, and then we'll take you and we'll find a dog, a cute one, or a dragon, a cute one, and we'll just pop you in there. Or maybe we can find your bones. Maybe you could be a cute skeleton girl. We could do fun things with wigs.
I walk up like behind Bindi and just like put a hand on her to like get her to stop. And I look at Belinda and I'm sorry.
I mean, I was in on it too. We figured if we cut Omer out, then we could get the upgrades for our business and get rolling sooner. You don't have to apologize to me. In some ways, I think I knew the risks when we decided to do it.
I guess so. So this is it, huh?
I mean, I don't really
Just
want
the four
to.
of us.
I don't really want to die, but
You could always hang out for a bit. We don't have to put you in a dog.
knowing Bindi, she probably will put me in a dog.
And I'll try to stop her. She might find a cute one though. You don't know. You might want to be that dog.
I don't want to be a dog, Melesh.
I know. I only kid.
I don't know what I'm going to do without you.
Well, maybe I can let you take a piece of me with you.
What do you mean?
She touches the pieces of the blade that have now cracked and kind of begin to like shimmer and move apart. And they come back together, this time gilded by light. And you feel in some way that the blade has changed. That it's become more powerful and maybe a little less vengeful. And that the curse is broken.
How did you do that?
I don't know.
Oh, this is harder than I thought it was going to be. Thank you for everything.
Thank you.
Even though you may have been a bit more vengeful and may have been not the terms you would have liked, having that extra time with you was worth it.
I know. As she says this, you see a individual kind of materialize behind her from her shadow. You see her shadow kind of begin to lift off the ground, the spirit's shadow, and turn into a figure. She has a hood that kind of drips, almost as though it's made out of liquid or some amorphous solid, and a veil across the face that once again flows down. She's wearing a leather bodysuit with a pretty low neckline and a corset. And you see two wickedly curved, red scintillating daggers at her waist. She's wearing pantaloons that are then tucked into knee-high, mustard-colored boots. Give me a history or religion check. I guess history. Melesh, you can do this too.
Listen, I'm bad at remembering things. I'm just a fighter, all right? I got a 3.
I got an 18.
Hey.
Ajax, you know this is Vihara. This is someone that Belinda used to kind of hold dear, a goddess of thieves, scoundrels, miscreants.
But Belinda, are you?
Yeah, I think she's come to collect me. I guess I did somewhat of a good job.
This is all you talked about. And I always used to just brush it off like it was fairy tales, but it's real. You did it.
Yeah. You see
I'm
now
happy
that
for you.
behind you, a strange long boat has kind of formed in the river, as though it's made out of the muck of the bottom of the riverbed itself. Like it comes up, like kind of as though it was submerged. And some of the sludge starts to kind of peel away, and you see this glossy black wood underneath. And once again, it looks as though it's made of shadow. There's almost like a thin mist coming off of it.
Is that your ride?
I think so.
Guess it's time to go then.
She throws her arms around your neck.
Doesn't matter where you go. Just save me a spot.
When you say that, you see Vihara move. And you see a second sort of bench appear on the boat. She kind of comes over to you, almost like with this knowing understanding that if you want, she'll take you when you go too.
I look at her and just nod.
When you nod, you hear her voice in your head. And she says, "Such devotion is moving." And you realize that you've now gained the ability to speak with the dead.
Oh, shit.
And you can cast the spell as a ritual when you come upon the remains of anyone, including Belinda, at her gravesite, and you'll be able to speak with her.
Huh.
I'm tearing up over here, y'all.
Me too.
Oh, gosh.
Well, I think we'll be in touch.
I think so.
And
Melesh, don't
I know
die. Just go to the doctor, you idiot.
Yeah, I thought my guilt going away would fix this, but yeah, you might be right.
It's not a God's trial. It's a disease. You need to get it fixed.
I just have to be sure.
Okay, this is one thing I have to say before I leave, okay? Not everything is a trial.
I see that now.
Just get it fixed. There's people that can cure mummy rot, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
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 Promise?
Yeah. Of course.
Oh, I'll make sure.
Put on my pinky too.
And tell Cheryl at the brothel that I miss her. And make sure the girls
she
are taken
knows.
care of.
Oh, you're taking care of them, all right.
Do you still have the statue that reads the intentions of lecherous buffoons?
Yep. You're watching over them even right now.
She just like touches her forehead to yours.
And I like rest my forehead there for a second. I'm gonna miss you.
The boat will come for you too. You're the biggest knave out of all of us.
Probably will.
She goes to Bindi, and because she's a half-orc and Bindi's so small, she places both hands on Bindi's shoulders. And Bindi is just a mess of snot and tears. Well, you can just get inside the egg and then we can live together. It could be like a sitcom, like Bindi and Egg, and we could just go on adventures and you don't have to go. And Ajax is dumb because he told you it was up to you, but really we should have just put you in a dog or something. Shh. I'll see you. I know I will. And she takes her ethereal hands and like wipes the tears from the small goblin's face. You have to take care of these two. You're like a sister to me. If anyone can take care of them, it's you. You've got what it takes. She holds your hands in hers once more, Ajax. And then she says, it's time to stop living your life trying to make up for this. You have to start living it for you. Because from now on, when that sword swings, whatever happens is going to be on your shoulders, not mine or anyone else's.
You're right. I'm going to do my best like I have been. I'm going to miss you.
I'm going to miss you more. I'm going to go with this really hot lady now.
You earned it. And I say as she walks away and like we let go, Ajax is like, he lets go with his left hand, but with his right, he like holds on a little harder.
Mm-hmm.
And then the reason for that is because in his mind, for a second, we flash back to a little Ajax. And whenever they first met, Ajax was getting picked on because he wasn't big yet. And he was sitting on the ground crying like he is now, like a little baby. She comes over to him and she says, "Get up." I'm like, "What, Bindi? Belinda, what? Why are you crying?" And then she points at him and they're on the ground crying because she beat them up. And she reaches her hand out, her left, and I go with my right. And she pulls me up and we just walk. And we cut back to now. Watch over me.
I intend to.
All right. Go before I keep crying.
All right. Also, I'm pretty sure Bindi let him lich loose, so that might be a problem in the future.
Yeah, I know. It hit me too. I'll figure it out.
She goes and sits in the boat. Vihara floats past you, and as she does, you feel like the moonlight dims everywhere she goes. She turns and looks at you all kind of appraisingly. You can just see her eyes like onyx, heavily eyeshadowed and eyelinered under her hood. And as they pass over you, it's like a chill goes up your spine. Even under the veil, you can see she's smiling. And as she gets in the boat, it submerges.
It's over.
Yeah.
You see Belinda or Bindi holding out the egg like a Pokeball.
It's all right. It's all right.
I think she's out of range now.
It's all right. She's happy. It's all right. Plus, I think that lady was staring at me too long. I think this mummy rot's going to kill me soon, so we should probably go to the doctor.
I told you, you need to go to a doctor. Not everything's a paladin trial. Mummy rot is completely curable.
I thought my devotion would cure it, but...
That's like thinking putting a crystal up your butt's going to clear it, Melesh. Go to a doctor.
All right, we'll go.
I put my arms out.
Bindi comes running and throws herself around or like under one arm.
I join in.
You two are the only family that I have and that I'll ever need.
We got your back. I promise.
All you got to do is call.
You can stay at my place anytime.
Oh, you should definitely do that. It's so nice.
God damn it, Melesh. You need to stay over less.
I'll definitely stop by more. I promise.
We're in it
But-
together till the boat takes us.
Mhm.
Till the boat takes us. No.
From the womb to the boat.
Yeah, that we'll say that.
No more tomb. Going to the boat.
Bindi, please take this man to the best doctor
Okay,
that you could find.
I'm gonna take him to a physician. Clearly, he can't do this himself. He's not capable of it. So,
And when you're all healed up, we're gonna have another match. Okay, and there's no letting me win fair ground. We're gonna okay.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. That'll be
Oh,
fair.
As he keeps saying this, he's just crying more. Okay.
Of course.
Melesh, should we?
Right.
She pulls out a pouch of 50 gold and hands it to you, Ajax.
Oh my God. What is?
I don't.
Thank you. Thank you.
I took it from Melesh's pocket earlier.
He doesn't need it anyways.
He doesn't.
Put a hand on his shoulder. Yeah, I really don't.
Ajax chuckles. All right. I have somewhere to be. But I won't be a stranger, I promise.
That's good.
All right, you two. Fix that arm.
I will. We're going straight there after I take a nap.
You can borrow the horse. You'll need it to get to your rendezvous with your friends. His name's
Thank you.
Godwin.
Godwin?
Yeah, he used to be a war horse, so he should serve you pretty well.
Thank you. I will take good care of him, and I'll bring him back as soon as I'm done.
And with that,
All right.
Bindi mounts her pony, Melesh mounts his horse, and the two of them trot off back towards Casa Copperpinch.
Mm-hmm.
And you overhear the two of them chatting with each other. She says,
I took more than 50. I only gave him 50.
I felt it.
Did you?
It felt lighter. I don't know how
I
much.
don't know. With all that armor, I don't think you could really tell what, and if anything, feels lighter or heavier. Strip
You're
club?
probably right. Of course.
All right.
You know it.
Which one? Devil's
one's closer-
Point.
Which
We
one's
always go
closer
to the tiefling
doctor?
one.
Because I probably have to go to the doctor too.
Oh, yeah. Well, the one over there takes care of a lot of fornication-related diseases, but I'm sure they could clear up some mummy rot.
You could ask them, maybe. I don't know.
You
It's worth a
know,
shot. Worst case scenario, we just go to a strip club.
that new strip club, Horny Hooves, is like a tiefling exclusive.
Really?
Yeah. Or is it Horns and Hooves? I don't know which one. It could be.
Like only tieflings allowed in, or are you allowed in?
No, I think it's only tiefling strippers.
We could go there if you want.
Or is it succubuses? Where are the hooves coming from?
We could go there and find out.
No, I heard down
I don't
south there was a Loxodon type of situation where you could go see hot elephant ladies. See, that seems to,
Really?
yeah, I'd be into that. You know me. I like 'em when they're bigger than me. And with that,
Hey, what if we could go there and see if anyone wants to work at the brothel?
you should have a Loxodon. This is the conversation you hear.
And while they're doing
Drifting on
that,
the wind, Ajax.
Ajax. What is the town called that I'm heading towards to meet Scorpio? It's the one. It's north. I think we're going south.
Oh, Wicker Fen?
Wicker Fen. Yeah. So on my way to Wicker Fen, I'm gonna just stop at the nearest like cliffside, like any riverside, whatever, and just put Godwin by a tree and sit at the edge of whether it's a cliff or a river.
Okay,
Put the
Tsushima.
sword down.
This man really
Put the
is a
sword
samurai.
down. Put the sword down in the dirt and just sit and breathe. And that's it.
You hear the chirping of the birds and feel the wind against your face. And as the grass rustles, you feel as though you are every blade of grass and the air and the water. And it is the first time in a long time that Ajax feels at peace. And that'll be where we close this episode.
Woo! This was amazing. Woo!
Thank you for playing D.
Hell yeah.
It was a blast.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, this was amazing. We ran a little over, but that was so much fun. Thank you, chat, for
Yeah.
joining us. I know we started very late. Thank you for coming by anyway. Thank you, Vicken, for coming through for this. Thank you, Balvin. Thank you. Thank you.
Mhm.
I am so excited to go into this next era of Shikar. I'm so excited for us
It's gonna be
to
so
have
cool.
brand
I'm
new
excited.
episodes coming out in January. It means so much to me for us to keep doing this. I just can't wait. I can't wait to see what Ajax and Scorpio and Valim get up to. And I can't wait to see what new person is going to join our little family here, because telling stories with people that you care about and that people that you're close with is a gift. And I'm so glad I get to do that. And for me, this was an especially emotional episode, like I said, because Belinda was my character. So the fact that I feel like I've passed a torch for my love of D&D to my good friend Balvin, who this is his first ever campaign. So we'll see you in January. Holy shit. Keep an eye on Twitter. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Make sure you follow Lord Balvin. Vicken, do you want to plug anything? TSRP, I know, is Vicken's big passion project.
Yeah, you could watch TSRP streams. Been working on that for the past 8
6
months.
Has it been
8 months,
It's been
man. It's been 8, man. It's been a
8
long
months.
time.
Jesus, yeah. Yeah, that's me and his baby, and it's blossoming. So
Yeah.
he
been
works
great.
day in and day out. This guy's a god. So please,
Mhm.
yeah, just watch the streams and support everybody that's on it. Thank you,
Yeah.
Bronze,
And
for introducing me to this
Mhm.
Thank
D&D.
you.
I would have I might have died not playing D&D ever if this didn't happen. So I'm thankful that my first experience was my best experience, and you paint beautiful worlds, and I'm so glad to be a part of one.
Thank you. Thank you so much, both of you, for being here. This is such a big passion project of mine. We're up to episode 2 of Battle for Beyond, and you might see me on another pretty prominent role play thing this week, so keep an eye out for that. I really hope that more people from Battle for Beyond will check out Shikar, just because it's longer form. But going into our next sort of arc, our next story arc, we're essentially going to do like kind of an 8-week rotation where we'll have a bunch of episodes, do a bunch of one-shots where the players level up, and then take a couple of weeks off for me to prep minis, storyboard, and kind of just, give people a chance to catch up with it. But this is something that I think all of us intend to be doing for at least a little while until this campaign comes to a natural conclusion. And yeah, part of our break is to help me prep minis and get caught up on stuff, holidays, and to let our audience, because we know that 3 hours of D&D every week is a lot of content. That's so much content. And we totally get that, like, you can't always keep up to date with it. So we're restructuring some of our content to make sure that it's something that it's digestible. Thank you so much. Have such a wonderful night. This episode will be broadcast at Sunday, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then we'll hit YouTube on Monday. You can keep an eye out this week because I'm going to try to get Volim's one-shot up tomorrow. Goodbye, everyone, and take care.
See you, everyone.